So we're just going to get into the mindset of one Kurt Shermer and find out a little bit about the journey on the way to the 6th of April 2008 for his very first Ironman. So do you have, Kurt, a clear memory of the moment that you said to yourself, yeah, I'm going to do this Ironman? Or was there a decision made and then you kind of backed off and you thought, oh, well, why not? Can you pinpoint a time, or did you just... Was that the time that you entered? Did you think, yeah, I'm going to do it, and then enter a week later? What happened in the entry process or in the decision-making process to be here tonight?
I think when I first decided to do it was really when we did the Busselton trip, and everyone started talking about it, and I had a really good first half Ironman race at Busselton, and that's where I thought I'd be really suited to longer distance, if with the right training, obviously. That's where I decided to do it. I think the day that I actually signed up online and paid for it is when I knew, yep, I've got to do it now. That's it. I've really made the commitment. There was no backing out, and that was it.
And so from that moment, I know that you've been training before you actually entered, but from the moment that you sort of started to really train for this event, so you've been training for your half in Busselton, but the moment that you started to train for this event, just throw some words out there that would pop into your head now sitting here on the eve of the Ironman about the journey that you've been on through your training, and they can be positive or negative. They can be, I had doubt or I had determination or whatever it might be. I was frightened, whatever it is. Just throw some words out there that would describe kind of the journey that, that led you to this point. Tiring
would be one, obviously, and everyone would get that. Physically and mentally. More mentally for me.
Really?
Yeah. There'd be times where I would have missed a session, or I wouldn't have finished a session, probably more from mental fatigue than body fatigue.
Yep.
Scared, not really. I haven't really felt scared at all, and I haven't really felt too nervous yet at all either, so I'm hoping that's not going to be a bad thing. So I probably will be nervous when I lay down tonight to go to sleep, and definitely in the morning, I reckon. I think I'll be scared when I'm floating in the water at the swim start. I think I'll be a little bit scared there. But I've been very excited over the whole time. Yeah. Like, I'm really looking forward to doing it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so have you had a visualisation of yourself on the course?
Yep.
Lots of them?
Not, I suppose, because I hadn't pictured the course properly, more visualisation of when I'm training, I'm thinking of that I'm there and doing it.
And what do you see? What do you see when you do those visualisations? Are you strong? Are you broken? What are you when you visualise?
I'm mainly strong.
Yep.
I don't think there's been a time where I've been broken or anything. I haven't felt hurt. The only time I felt hurt is when I was doing the Geelong half, and I was really hurting, especially on the start of that run. And that's, I think I thought about, this is what it's going to be like for the Ironman.
And so what did you do to get you through, because you completed that half, so what did you do to get yourself through that, and will you apply the same thing tomorrow?
I actually had doubts in my mind in the half at the run when I was really struggling. I couldn't breathe, I had problems with my diaphragm and stuff, and I thought I would have to pull out of that run. That's the first time ever I thought I would have to pull out or stop. But I just changed my strategy a little bit and employed every time a run or an aid station come around. The first couple I didn't, but after them I started to walk just from the start of the aid station to take water and Gatorade and stuff down, and then I would jog again, and I think that gave me a little bit of recovery. I was able to get the nutrition in, and I got really strong as the run went on. So. And
so just on the whole experience as being a member of the We Try Club for the race tomorrow, and for all the training that you've done as well, what does that mean to be part of that club to you? What have you taken out of this special group of people that you've been training with and that you're going to share this amazing thing with tomorrow. What have you taken out of that, as opposed to you saying to me personally, you know what, I'm going to do an Ironman and, you know, it'd just be me at the finish line and you would have trained on your own and just done it on your own tomorrow. Compare the two, and what does it mean to have this group and to be in that room tonight when everyone was having something to eat on the eve of an Ironman together?
I would not have done it if I wasn't part of the group.
Right.
They're what brought me to here.
Yep.
From when I started the Sprint Gatorade series, and the group has brought me along. They've been my journey, and that's what it's been to me. It's been the journey.
And what have you gained out of that journey, personally?
Mateship with these people, learning about my body, my mind, knowing, and watching the other guys and how they've come along as well, and changes. Yeah.
So when you started, your swim was your weakest of the three legs. So how does it feel tonight to sit in that room and have Dan bring out, you know, some handicaps amongst the We Try group, and to have them actually say that, you know, you're one of the threats in the swim now, that you've come from that's been your weakest leg, and now, you know, these pretty seasoned athletes are saying that you're a threat in the swim. How does that feel?
Yeah. Looking back from the first triathlon I ever did, where I nearly drowned in the swim and like I was shit. Basically, when something like that happens, I work on it and then I make it a strength, and it has. I've become, you know, one of the better swimmers now in the club, and I enjoy that. Now, it feels good to have people think like that. I've just got to work on the other disciplines and become the best at those now.
And so when you visualise, like, or when I'm there tomorrow night, at whatever time it's going to be that you come across that line after you've just done the most amazing event, and I've got the video camera on you, what are we going to see when you cross that line? What are we going to see? What will you look like tomorrow when you cross that line? What sort of shape will you be in? What expression will be on your face? What do you think?
I reckon this is how I picture it for me to be, no matter the physical state that I feel and the mental state. I think I will look strong. I believe I've got an uncanny knack to look relaxed and strong even when I'm really hurting. So I think when I come over that line, I'll look okay.
And what do you think you'll see from your eyes around you? That's how we'll see you. What do you think you'll see when you look out?
The clock and the finish, and I'll hear my name being called as an Ironman.
And what will that feel like when you hear that?
And I'll feel my body temperature. It'll be like everything just goes up. I'll get really hot, excited, head swell maybe. I sort of picture almost floating on the ground instead of running or crawling or whatever. I'll be floating, and the feeling, I reckon I would not be surprised if I bawl my eyes out. If not at the line, just before the line. I reckon I will. I'll cry.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I'll be very surprised.
Really? Yeah.
If I don't, it's probably because I've been bawling my eyes out the whole run.
And you run out of tears.
And I run out of tears. So.
All right, and just one last little thing. Give me 3 words about the journey so far and tomorrow and everything, and what the club means, and this whole Ironman under the one umbrella. give me 3 words about it. Three words that belong to your journey about it.
Amazing. Mateship would be another one, I would believe, from this journey. Would be the biggest part. And self-belief now, of believing more so in what I can now do and achieve. I think that would be up there.
Well done. That's it for you.
Thank you. And go We Try.